Welcome to the Flashcast series by Full Spectrum Education.
Welcome to episode 5 of the series with BuildPro eComm. In this episode, Matt's going to be talking about how when life gives you lemons, you pivot, and how he's adapted in his industry. Take it away, Matt.
So primarily, we are backed by AJ Grant Group, which is an insurance builder here in Australia. A couple of years ago, we had a particular client that sort of walked out the door overnight, and we had to find a new way to engage in market. When life gives you lemons, you have to pivot. There, unfortunately, are so many road bumps and obstacles that happen in business that are sometimes in your control and sometimes out of your control, where you have to either find new market, you have to find different ways to sell and engage, and being able to do that conscientiously while understanding market is super important. The success of good online platforms are being able to pivot when a particular industry doesn't necessarily have the sales that you're looking for, doesn't necessarily have the revenue drive that you're able to make and pay your bills, and you're going to have to go out to market and find new work. I've always said that when I was looking for a job as a kid, I would start from one end of the street and go to the other end of the street, and I would hand out a resume to almost every single business on the street. By the end of running that street, I generally had 4 job offers. And I would offer it to every single person all the way down the street. Rather than sit home and go, woe is me, I can't pay my bills, you really have to get out and hustle a dollar. And having that drive to go out and hustle for a dollar allows you the vision, the creativity, and the space to really sit down and be able to pivot in business, pivot in your personal life, pivot in your family. All of these things generally tend to come up. And when you live a life of your glass half full, or your glass certainly will be half full soon, it makes pivoting a lot easier. In doing so, you end up finding new industries that possibly you didn't understand that you were needed or required. And having that vision and ability to be able to pivot when life does give you lemons will be the success of not only yourself, but your business, your colleagues, and the success of your customers. The idea of buildproecom.com.au in driving good customer service values and building and maintenance, I believe is the future of how building and maintenance will soon be purchased. I believe that the archaic days of 50-year-old quotations, back and forth, trades coming in and out, I believe is old business. I really believe that the way of the future of building maintenance will be similar to a retail product. The same way you buy anything else online, you will soon be able to buy, or you can buy it now in buildproecom.com.au, but you're being able to have the control back to you. When do you want to shop? Knowing the price point that you want to shop it at, having the transparency to know what those costs are, and being able to drive those products out to your customer base, and making it an ease of service for them to be able to have back control. There's so much control in retail from a consumer standpoint. And in building and maintenance, it was never always the case. And I totally believe that a concept like buildproecom.com.au gives back the control to the people in building and maintenance. They're able, with the transparency and lack of ambiguity in costings and scope, will really change the game of how building and maintenance purchased in this country. Building and maintenance was a particular industry that never really changed too much. Same with commercial, same with any type of industry building. It's a very similar process and always has been, especially when you're talking about new home builds. New home builds, for example, are, you go choose the plan, choose the builder, you buy the land, and away you go. For building and maintenance, it has always been, call this guy, he may or may not show up, call another guy, oh, now I need 3 trades, I got to call 3 guys. And within that, it wastes time, it wastes energy, and often you don't get to where you want to be in a certain amount of weeks or space. So with BuildPro eComm, an online purchasing platform for building and maintenance, what it really does is it takes away the old system of quotations and drops it back into a new online retail experience. And in doing so, I totally and fully hearted believe that building and maintenance online as a singular price point purchase will be the way of the future for building and maintenance in Australia. So the idea, I guess, of having one particular online product that drives over top of different industry types. So BuildProEComm.com.au being a building and maintenance platform, building and maintenance is required in all sorts of industries. So from property maintenance to facility managers to self-managed landlords to insurance customers to the general public. So when you have a product that drives over top of different industries, you have to be quite flexible to be able to offer each specific industry either a specific product on that platform or a different way of paying or a different way of engagement. Engaging your customer is really important, and when you have customers from different industry types, you're going to need to pivot to be able to offer them the service and the way that they want to purchase through your platform. So I'll give you an example. Mom and pops who order through building and maintenance, might be some painting or a bit of a door or a fence. They want to hop online, they want to order it, they want to know and have a guarantee and talk to people through the online chat and create the booking order and make sure that they actually get the job done. For example, a self-managed landlord, for example, might be looking for a quotation for whatever reason of cost comparison. And then allowing them the service and the platform for them to be able to go online and then make that purchase. For example, with insurers whose damage is underneath their level of excess, they also want to hop on there and make sure that the products that they've got on the site are relevant to the type of damage that you would see from an insurance claim. Facility managers for example, might want commercial type works and having different products on there for them to be able to purchase that through. You might also look at occupational therapists who are doing home modifications for NDIS. They, for example, want to be able to choose those products, and those products are based around the competencies of quantum of payment that meet NDIS standards. So when you've got an online platform that covers different industries, you need to be ensured that you're able to pivot across those industries and move with what they require, whether that be how they're engaged, the products in which you're offering, the service in which you're delivering, and the payment options in which you're delivering also. So I think a lot of companies who have an online product might say, this is my product, you take it or leave it. At BuildProEComm.com.au, we look at it and say, we really want to listen to our customers themselves. We want to ensure that they have the products that they're looking for, and developing those products weekly to ensure that they've got that online there for them to purchase as a singular price point. So we've set a mandate at BuildProEComm.com.au to create another 20 different products every week based on orders that come through that may not be exactly what they're looking for. We have a team that turns around and turns those things into actual products for them. So having that understanding of your customer base, having that understanding of what their want and their need is, will be a huge benefit to the success of your online platform.
Thanks for listening to today's Flashcast. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email into us at info@fsedu.com.au, and be sure to tune into our social channels so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks, see you next time.